y'all. I know it wasn't me. I said one of y'all. She said one of y'all. I think you might say it ain't me.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Get to my pen. Yeah, I just didn't appreciate when he like. I felt like I said, he was being very hostile and aggressive. Like I felt like I was being rushed out the bathroom. I'm trying to put my clothes on, and he's woofing up, talking shit, talk about, oh, you're not gonna come and talk to me. I'm like, I'm not the one that you should be talking to. That's why I went ahead and I turned my camera on.
That's him crying out for attention.
Yeah, I ain't got time.
That's it from him boredomness. I come from boredomness. Like I said, yo, man, last year he was always at work. You never really seen him. Now, like, he got unemployed or he laid off or something, and now he always in the fucking house. And this is where this shit new to me.
Yeah.
Cause he normally don't be like that. He normally don't all that bathroom shit new. You feel me?
Yeah.
He normally don't be like that, but you don't be there. I guess it'd be different, but that bathroom shit new.
Hey,
And all,
Super
like you
Rainbow
said, all the
Queen.
fucking food shit.
We downtown chilling right now, y'all. Like we had to get out the house because there was some stupid shit going on still in the house from earlier. So, right. So he was like, "Let's get out the house." I was like, "Okay, no problem." Oh yeah. So see, they have these little. There's like some little sculptures right here, y'all. See, that's pretty. Okay. My cameraman over here is telling me I should be recording. Yeah, so it's a little fountain right here, y'all, too. And then see, we're just like right in the middle of. I don't even know what the fuck street this is. Yeah, let me do my pen.
What you got two of them for?
Huh?
Why you got two of them for?
Two of what?
Why you got two cameras on?
Because I don't have two cameras on. This I can see what they're saying over here on this phone.
Why you can't see on that phone?
I can see on this phone.
You see both phones?
I'm doing my pen on this phone.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Chloe? Let Big Mama handle her business. So we're chilling downtown. So like the stupid stuff that had happened from this morning, y'all, it like continued like this afternoon because he wasn't home, and I told him, I said, I think that's wrong for this. Like they all old heads, like they even older than me, all up in my face, woofing over some dumb shit. I have to use the bathroom. Like I'm not gonna be put on no time clock for when I have to go handle my business in the bathroom. And then that's what he was just saying. Like the whole bathroom thing wasn't a problem before. Now it's a problem. But I'm like, look, so they just got into it, and I'm like, okay, well, look, like I have to have my whole little woosah moment. I have to have my little woosah moment. I always wear my leggings every day. What's up, Blake? I have on my leggings, navy blue with my little mustard top. That's it. That's what I got on. I'm tired of the foolishness though. I'm just tired. Like I'm already stressed out. Like this shit just is not necessary. All the hostile stuff. It's not gonna be no peace in here. And if I have to act like an asshole, again, that's not necessary. So it's not necessary. We still have to cohabitate in the same space for right now. So I'm just saying, I try to keep the peace as much as I possibly can. I don't do nothing. It's a lack of communication and a misunderstanding. That's basically what it boils down to. It's not a big deal. But he's literally has waken the whole house up early on a Saturday morning when everybody's sleeping in and stuff, disturbing the whole house. Like, he obviously got some mental problems. Like, y'all know I could pull out crazy. He's crazy. I just don't think that the situation was handled well. He should have talked to my folks, But it is. So that's why we outside chilling. Yeah, I bring my glasses. I had to bring my blue glasses. I don't even think they're in here with me. Yep, I have to. Thank God. No, I can't see. All right, I'm trying to see what you said, Super Rainbow Queen. Remember, I said that earlier. Issues will occur. It's not fair. Yes, that's exactly right. Lord have mercy. Yeah, okay. He's being an asshole. So let me go ahead and handle this real quick. No, I don't smell. I did wash my ass today. Thank you very much. And yes, I am big. I'm fine, Blake. How are you, dear? So, anywho, that's why we outside chilling, y'all. And thank God it's not raining right now. Because thank you, Super Rainbow Queen. I was just about to do that. I was just about to do that. So, anywho, I just, I'm tired of being messed with. Like the dude literally rushed me. See, like I said, he was woofing and doing all that shit when my people weren't there, and it's like that's not cool. Like I was taking a bath, like I needed to take a bath. Like sometimes females need to submerge that cat. That's what I was doing. I was chilling, and I try not to. Like I said, I told him I said I try not to be in the bathroom more than 20 minutes at a time. Trying to be considerate of the other roommates and stuff, but he's just an asshole. But it's on there. I was trying when he was woofing and shit. Like that's why my camera was facing up like this because I had just got out the tub, so I was still butterball and I'm trying to put my clothes on real quick because he's wanting to talk through the door and shit like that. I'm like, dude, he's not here. Like he was talking like he was here. He wasn't there. And I'm naked. Like I'm trying to get dressed. He probably another one that wanted to see me naked. I'm just saying because he wouldn't shut the fuck up. I had to give him my laundry money. I ain't had no cash. I had $1 in my purse. Shit. So it is what it is. So it is what it is. We chilling outside, and thank God it's not raining. So, are there any cool eating spots nearby? I was just asking. Glasses on. I'm gonna get hit from you. This person, you already know. This person is old, so I'm gonna get a 20%. So I'm bringing him back. Yeah, we come back down, but I'm going down. So, like I said, y'all, my little kitty cat is pregnant. So while we're out, we got to get a litter box for the cat. I'm gonna try to keep her in the house. I don't want her having her babies outside. So. But I already made it clear I don't clean the cat box. I do my part. I try to keep stuff as clean as possible. I don't clean the cat box, so I don't do that. No. So. And then it's like pregnant ladies aren't even supposed to be messing with the cat box and all that stuff.
Yeah. Like you gotta come over, you gotta bring it out. I'm not
pregnant. I'm just saying. I'm making reference to the fact that I don't like changing no cat box. What's wrong? I'm used to going outside, taking the doggy outside. I'm sorry, y'all. Take my damn glasses on. Yeah, so
don't forget where you came from.
I had found my little outlet, my extension cord, but I still need a longer cord.
Yeah, you better laugh when I said that.
So it reaches, so I can make my coffee right there in my room. I told you they tried to take my little coffee pot out of my suitcase that was in the room downstairs.
Everywhere in your house, Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But I had to leave it right in my room so I can make my coffee. I don't want no bugs and shit in my coffee pot. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, Jeffrey? How you living, Jeffrey? What's you doing, Jeffrey? How you living? How you feeling? What's up, Jeffrey?
You ain't seen no roaches or
You
nothing.
know I love you,
Yeah, you
Jeffrey.
do got little roaches.
What's up, Jeffrey?
I
How you
got roaches.
living?
You might see
What's
roaches
going on
late
today?
night. You go in that motherfucking kitchen, turn that motherfucking kitchen light on. Huh? No, no, no. Hey, look, that's why we got mice. Nah. All right, bro. I got the cat now, though. The cat keeps the mice with it. Well, yeah, man, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You know, maybe one day you can bring them around the house. You know what I mean? See front, travel front, walk the street, car wash. You might want to get the car wash or something, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, hey, yo, I didn't even know
That
you
shouldn't
know
be no
music.
copyright issue because you know my last few little
Alexander,
videos have been
man,
copyrighted because of that music.
I didn't know you knew that, right?
It shouldn't be no issue if I serenade
But
y'all. You know what I'm
it's 52 that you
saying?
passed away. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Why I say wow because that's my baby mother, baby dog. From the past, the red bone. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Me and her, man,
We
had
going to
talked a few
Chipotle.
times and shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't do nothing
I
like
don't
that.
really go to Chipotle that much because this stuff is still spicy.
You know what I'm saying?
So y'all know I don't do spice. I'm spicy enough. I don't
I
need
took
no
care of
spice.
his daughter though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, you know, stepdaddy for dog. I took care of his daughter like I was my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. That's, yeah, like and then Jeffrey.
I'm not talking about you.
You know, Mama Jeff. Yeah, you probably don't Mama Jeff. Um, Dick Damien.
Let's talk about this first.
Right. Right. So how now? That's a mystery to me now. How he died?
So this is obviously a little spot where people come to smoke and drink, chill.
Yeah, man.
I'm just
Saw
glad it's
your boy
not raining.
Carlos on Facebook. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I know he home
So we're near
now.
the stadium. I can hear the music from across the stadium.
So you lost his head too.
So like I said, y'all,
Hey, come say,
I had an
I said,
interesting day. I had an interesting
last
day,
thing
and
I
so he
seen
was
him,
like,
he was at
let's
the
get off the house.
Street.
Like, so we went to the library, but I need my laptop. I can't remember my password to my email that I use for job searches and stuff. So he was like, we got to go in the morning. I was like, yes. So we're gonna have to get some
Yeah, bro. You
Wi-Fi
still
for
talk
my
to
house.
Mikey?
So
Yeah, so
then we won't have to worry about leaving. Because you know, I normally do all that stuff first thing in the morning when I wake up.
everything's still good with him? I'm, you
So
know
I
what I'm
have to get me
saying?
some
Yeah,
coffee
one
while
day,
I'm out
yo,
too. So
I'll bring Tracy out there or
we
something.
could, you know,
Get white. You know what I mean?
make coffee,
They do a little bit of
some
coffee.
Folgers, some natural house. I got half and half. I'm gonna keep it half and half in the house. I'm
I
gonna
might
make my
have to,
mac and
you know what I'm
cheese
saying,
too.
use it again one day,
I got
Friday.
chicken. So that's like that. I didn't get a chance to take a picture. He put a stupid note on the door talking about he wasn't trying to be childish, but if he don't get his, like if you don't put $4 in the corner by noon, that like pretty much people's food and like I guess in the kitchen was gonna get messed with. I was like, first of all, don't threaten me. Second of all, you know, like I said, it was a lack of communication and misunderstanding. It wasn't a big deal, but he's just blowing everything out of proportion because he obviously cray cray. So nobody got time for that. So I just need my cheese and stuff. I wanted to make mac and cheese. So we'll see. And my cake. So I figured out he was putting my butter back in the refrigerator. So I hopefully can finally make that. I don't have it. I'm gonna have to cut up the lemon zest because I don't have the little grater thing. Like this kitchen is not equipped to do the stuff. You know. Anyway, still want to make my little cupcakes. Make my cupcakes. Like I need a pick me up at this point. Oh, look at the doggies. Yeah. I don't know who he on the phone with. You see, he was just sitting right here on the phone, sitting right beside me. Now he all the way down yonder. So God only know who he talking to. I pay attention to stuff like that, y'all. Y'all know I'm a Virgo. I am very observant. I might not say nothing, but I notice everything. Anywho, mm, so oh, this baby. Look, I'm hungry, but if I'm gonna be downtown, I need to find me some vittles. And then if I get something to eat, then I don't have to cook until tomorrow. But I mean, with all the shit that was going on earlier, anyways, this is not gonna be a good night for me to cook anyway. So, so like his friend at whose house we were at the other day, was like, where's my sister? Where's my cousin? I was like, yeah, I just, it's just me. I don't have family around and stuff like that. He's like, what about the females on your YouTube? I said, well, what? Do you want to do like a Q&A? We could do a Q&A video. I mean, he's down to earth. He's cool, and he's fixing up his little house. It's funny because me and my female friends used to talk about that back in the day. Like, you need to get like a mechanic or, you know, something to that effect. Yeah, I just think about that now because he's been doing a lot of work on the house. So it helps to be handy, you know. Everything all right?
Yeah, you know, kind of, you know, Puff Daddy, you know what I'm saying, was doing. You know how puppy it was. So, man, show around. Go sightseeing. Would you? Show around, would you?
Go get me some cheesecake while you out.
He said, oh, all right, we're going to get, listen, I'm Puffy. And we're going to go get some cheesecake. That's what we're going at. Watch. 'Cause I am getting, you know what I mean? For real, for real. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I try to emulate. I try to duplicate. You know what I'm saying? I look up to him. You know what I'm saying? He's my role model. You know what I'm saying? I use him as a role model. You know what I mean? I see myself in him so much. It's like it's undeniable. People always say, "You remind me of Puff Daddy." People always tell me. People tell me that. People tell me that. You know what I mean? It's flattering. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah. Especially when I had hair though. I really like Puff Daddy when I had hair. I don't like Sean now because I don't got no I'm bald headed. But when I had hair, I definitely like it. You know, in my high school years, you know what I'm saying, middle school years. Only time I try like I was phasing up with the Bone Thugs and Harmony. I had the afro. I tried to go man
Boom,
like Bone
boom,
Thugs.
boom,
I tried to get
boom,
the bush. That
boom,
shit didn't
boom,
work out too.
boom.
So
Mhm.
man, I had my little afro shit, cornrows and shit. Yeah, but I like that part. You know what I'm saying? He said, man, show said, man, he said, show him around. Yeah, he said, fill up water, let the water hit the one hit off your back. Walk across that bridge. You know what I'm saying? Remember, they walked outside. They all came in. They was like, yo, we ain't going, yo. No, yo, say, yo, no, tell them we ain't going. We ain't going. And he was in the hallway. He said, hey, what's up, y'all? I said, yo, y'all want to go, y'all go home. Y'all want to go home. Whoever want to go home. Someone said, you all go home then. He's like, all right, have a good day. Do what you got to do. Take care. God bless. Yeah. When he walked away, and then he came outside. Yeah, then he came outside. He's like, look, y'all, they're gonna have to find a deal somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? He said, look, man. He said, I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be here making hits. This is on your life. This is on y'all. Y'all bucking on me on this shit. Y'all acting like, you know what I'm saying? He said, I ain't tell y'all to rob a bank. He said, yo, for real. He said, after you, I try to get you out of the situation. You looking at me talking about you ain't gonna do nothing. He said, don't get fly. He said, man, if you gonna do it, do it. He said, your ego. He said, your ego get involved. He said, the ego, yeah, because somebody, what's his name? And that's like, man, you trying to make it feel like a bitch, man, trying to work. He said, man, I don't care what that went through your mind. Whatever went through your mind. He said, but yo, that's your ego talking. He said, so the ego made the decision for you. He said, well, don't talk about me, fly by walk that way. If not walk that way, you know what I'm saying? Go to Brooklyn and be smile about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, I like that part, yo.
Funny.
Remember?
Mhm.
Muhammad. One day, I took mom here before.
Mhm.
Me and Muhammad was all cool. I took my, see, I'm going to the Cheesecake Factory. I'm not going to take you. We're going to the Cheesecake Factory, right? Yo, the fucking manager, I know the manager. The manager, like, yo, he pushing me out there, like, yo, what you doing here? Yo, get out of here. Go. So I know he playing with me, right? I know him. So it's not like nobody, right? So, but Muhammad said, so Muhammad, when he pushed me, I'm gonna show you where we was at. So when he pushed me, he left me out front, right? So then I went around the cut area. The homie followed me, right? I'm rolling up a blunt, like, yo, I said, I said, you scared, go home. You scared, go home. Go home. And yeah, I meant that. I said, just like how P50 said. And he felt me. He said, yo, all right, I'm going home. All right? Because he was scared. But then it almost made me bad. He made me feel like that. Then he got scared. I think it tried to make me scared, but it didn't make me scared. I know I wasn't scared, right? So next thing you know, his dumb ass left. I had a good ass time. We were there smoking, drinking, loud music, we partying and shit. I said, see, that was a dumbass. And then the dude came back and apologized. He kept me like, yo, just talk to me regular. He talked to me regular, like, yeah, what's up, yeah, talking. There was no animosity, there was no hostility going on. I just know he was playing. But Muhammad didn't know he was playing. Got Muhammad scared. I said, I can't handle scared niggas with me, yo. For real, yo. He was scared, yo. That shit made me mad. He went home. He should never have left.
Yeah.
So for real, because niggas shit. Niggas had weed, smoking weed. Yeah, I had a good time. It started from here though. We was right here. And it was hotter. It was the sun was all out. It was hot. That's the only difference. It was like, you know what I'm saying? We was out here drinking and smoking and shit, kicking. You know what I mean? He like, yo, where we want to go next? He want to go to what we going to do? Where we going to go next? I said, yo, I got you, B. I'm take you to the cheesecake factory. You ain't never been to the cheesecake factory. I'm not taking you to the cheesecake factory. You say you want to see a nice spot. You know, really nice spot. Well, I used to work. I used to work there. I got fired. I got fired. I came in that motherfucking New Year's Eve. High, drunk. I done took Molly, ecstasy, fucking mushrooms, weed, drink. I had everything. It's New Year's Eve, right? I'm like, yo, they got me working. I did all them drugs. Like, they gonna have me working on you. Oh, so fucking. I did all the drugs, went to work. Ah, the motherfucker. I told the manager, I said, yo, don't fuck with me right now. Ah, shit. Going straight up, let them dead in his eyes. I was serious. Anytime he'll fuck with me, any other time.